Now, you've spoken a lot about your family's escape from Lebanon, so I do have to ask, when you saw Israel's pager operation taking out Hezbollah's top commanders in Lebanon with a single, not even a strike, with miniature explosions, did you shed a tear of joy, pour a glass of Lebanese arak, or both?
A bit of both, of course. The Israeli ingenuity never ceases to impress me and amaze me. Although I must say, if you remember, I think it was 2010, there was an attack of sharks in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt that was blamed on the Israelis. So I worried that this pager attack will lead to a whole bunch of new conspiratorial theories against the evil Israelis. So brace yourself, the conspiracies are coming.
Well, you know, we've heard the Zionist squirrels from Iran, the Zionist falcons from Turkey, the Zionist sharks from Egypt. I mean, we've been very, very busy when it comes to these Zionist spy animals. So we had to upgrade to the pagers. But back to Lebanon, I mean, we see that the Islamic Republic of Iran, they've been sort of an occupier of Lebanon. They've really destabilized the country, caused so much suffering through their proxy Hezbollah, and they've destabilized so much in the entire region. Why is it so difficult for those in the West to accept that this is the reality in the Middle East, or accept that sometimes force is needed in order to stop these jihadist organizations?
Because it's a combination of exactly the parasitic mind, which, parasitic ideas destroy our ability to think properly. My next book, Suicidal Empathy, completes the story by then arguing what happens when your emotional system is parasitized. So if I can zombify your ability to think and your ability to feel, then I have completely captured you. And so what happens in this case, to your question, the noble Muslims are always the peaceful victims, even though in every country that Islam leads, the religious minorities end up suffering. But according to our Western, bien-pensants, as we say in French, the politically correct thinkers, it is always the nasty colonizing Jews that are the mean ones. And so it simply can't be inherently that beautiful, peaceful Muslim people could ever cause instability. And that's what is being taught in universities. And so it doesn't surprise me that people are unable to understand the reality of the geopolitics of the region.
Well, we'll get to suicidal empathy in a bit, but I do want to talk first about the parasitic mind. I mean, in the book, you warn that Western civilization is essentially on life support. Would you say that the Hamas support that we've seen in the streets of the West is a symptom of this sort of late-stage cultural collapse? And if so, is there a cure for these parasitic ideas that have taken root?
I mean, of course, what we're seeing in terms of the pro-Hamas stuff is a manifestation of parasitized thinking. Look, I think that there is a cure, but the problem is that for me to be able to administer a vaccine to you, you have to be willing to come to the station and receive the vaccine. And so what ends up often happening is that people go, la, 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 I don't want to hear it. And so my attempts to try to shift you from your anchored positions fall on deaf ears, literally.